guys, Michael here from Fat to Fit. So first off, I wanted to start off by saying thank you for all your comments and views on my last video, the expo video. I had a lot of fun and I really enjoyed it. I've got one more expo video coming out, but that's going to be the next video, just so I can break them up a bit so you get more out of it basically by seeing them separately. Anyway, today's video I thought I'd do another what it is like being fat ... And so in today's video I thought I'd talk about being at school, in particular high school. So what is it like being fat at school? Mainly I'm focusing on high school because in primary school it's not normally much of an issue. Of course kids can be cruel, I know kids can be cruel, and they can tease you about being fat or overweight or etc, but you normally shrug it off in primary school and don't take it to heart. But once you kind of get to high school, there's a lot of different confusing things going on and everything just piles up on each other, and so I think you just feel it more. So in high school, you see, with my high school, I was never pretty much outwardly bullied. I was pretty much always like the teacher's pet, the one who was really smart and got really good grades and was friends with a lot of people, the nice guy, stuff like that. And along with, we kind of here in Australia, we don't have much of a bullying culture where there may be in other countries such as America, where bullying might be a bit more prevalent, but I've never really had that problem being like targeted for bullying. But of course there are lots of different ways to bully someone, and just physically threatening them is not the only way, and I was exposed to those other ways, even by people I knew, people who were friends. Sometimes they don't do it consciously, sometimes they do something without realizing how much it hurts, and a lot of that happened in high school. Like for example, I've probably talked about it before, but when you go to sit down next to someone and they kind of move away as far as they can from you, looking like they're trying to give you room, but they're just trying to get as far away as possible from you. The eye rolling, that's more like by people that's probably not your friends, but just the looks people give you. People don't realize sometimes that their facial expressions give away a lot, and I got a lot of those looks in high school. Just looks like just, you know what I'm talking about, those facial expressions, and they did hurt a lot during high school. Even from teachers, things weren't the best, because I was someone who did all the extracurricular activities and represented the school and stuff. A lot of the time I had to look my best because I'd be speaking in front of the whole school, or the Prime Minister came to the school or something like that, and I'd be the one who was chosen to be the representative of the school. And in high school I kept my hair long, I kept it up to about here, you've seen the photos before. And for me, keeping my hair that long, that was a mental cue for me kind of to hide behind my weight. Like to hide my weight behind my long hair, and I'd get asked by the teachers to cut my long hair. They'd say, why do you grow your hair so long? Why do you wear baggy clothes? And a lot of the time they didn't realize how that would make me feel and how terrible that is to put that kind of pressure onto a teenager from year 7 upwards, pretty much from when I was 13 upwards. And that hurt. It did a lot, coming from teachers, people who educate you and are supposed to nurture you. A lot of that kind of pressure did come from them, which did hurt throughout those years. PE is probably another big one that a lot of kids, pretty much every kid around the world, experiences in high school. And I remember at our school anyway, I don't know if it's the same across the world, but each year, about twice a year from year 7 to year 10, we had to do PE, and each year for about twice a year we had to do something called the beep test. So it involves running up and down about 20 meters up and down the school gym to a beep, and it progressively got faster and faster to test your fitness levels. And I remember all those years actually praying, like literally praying to God and everything before each of those classes that we would not be doing the beep test that day, because I was so terrible at it and I always came last, and it always made me feel terrible and I just hated it. And I know I probably wouldn't be the only one who would feel that in that situation, which was pretty sucky as well. And when you have your PE teacher yelling at you to run faster, it's just like lots of pressure, and it does contribute to a lot of anxiety throughout high school. I know one thing I in particular did constantly throughout high school was pulling my shirt down like this, making sure nobody saw my belly or any skin really. I'd constantly pull this down because I was paranoid that somebody was going to see my gut. Even at home, at school in particular, I hated the idea of people seeing my gut, so I tried to avoid it as much as possible. So those are just some of my experiences at school. I'm pretty sure there's thousands and hundreds of thousands of different experiences out there. Everyone different in their own way, everyone experiencing it in their own way, because most people do go through school, through high school, and if you're overweight or obese, it can be a lot tougher, but that's like with anything else in life as well. Anyway, I've probably rambled on enough. Hopefully you've gained an insight through some of my experiences and how tough it is to be an obese kid in high school. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have anything to say on the topic, or if you have your own experiences, no matter if you're obese or had some other kind of condition or a different nationality, because depending, it all changes your experience. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you later, guys.